Hi everyone, this time you join us at the Southampton Boat Show. This runs in Southampton late summer for around 2 weeks, and it pretty much takes over the whole of the harbour area and the south side of the city. So we left our house around 7 AM and with a 2.5 hour run to Southampton. We had a really good run actually because it was Sunday morning, so not a lot of traffic about. We arrived into Southampton around 9:30 where we spotted a very familiar ship, but more on that later. So we parked the car and headed to the main entrance for the boat show, where there was an exhibition on with these rather lovely lighthouses, all designed for a charity auction. Southampton Boat Show is absolutely enormous, with all these jetties in the harbour area. So it didn't take us long before we started to spot some mega yachts, and we wasted no time in having a snoop round. There were quite a few with no appointment needed, as long as you took your shoes off. It was amazing to see these luxury boats. On the top decks it was really good to see the whole show and also see the cruise ships that were in port that day. So we spent a good few hours exploring the boats, having a chat with some of the owners and experiencing what it would be like to live on board one. This one here had a sun deck at the front, a chill out deck with a sofa area on top. There was the main inside area complete with kitchen, living room and the main driving seat. There's Captain Luke wanting to give it a spin. This was one of the smaller boats we went on, but the outside decks were really spacious. And it had 3 bedrooms. All the high-tech gadgets and control systems you'd need to navigate at sea. I imagine this inside area is a really nice place to chill out and watch the captain sail the boat. It's got a great entertaining space as well, complete with banquette seating, a fully fitted kitchen, and so many windows. The views are going to be spectacular if you sat here. And down below deck we have 1 main bedroom and 2 smaller with a bathroom and shower. Really great sized bedrooms with fully flexible bedding arrangements to convert singles into doubles. Plenty of storage as well. I can imagine this single room being really cosy. Mind your head though if you want to get up quick in the middle of the night. So much storage in here. And a TV. This could be used as a separate chill out area as well. And you could easily convert that single bed into a sofa. Now onto the main bedroom, which was absolutely beautiful. Lots of windows and you've got stairs up to the bed itself with plenty of storage too. You can just imagine laying here in the morning and watching the waves. We absolutely loved this little boat and would definitely want to holiday on something like this in the future, but just need to win the lottery first. There was a phenomenal amount of boats in Southampton for the boat show, and you could just spend a whole day just looking around the boats. And it was a real eye-opener to see the luxury cruising market and see how the other half lived. So after a good look round, we spotted the MSC Virtuosa in Horizon Terminal, and in Mayflower was the brand new Sun Princess, which was on her inaugural visit to Southampton. We'd soon realised there was landing craft trips available, which were sailing past both ships, and we just couldn't resist. A landing craft is a boat specifically designed for putting troops and military equipment ashore on a beach. And the one you were seeing here was used in the Falklands, and it's the only surviving one left, which has been beautifully restored to its former glory. Based out of Portsmouth and visiting Southampton for the boat show, we were told we'd join an elite club of around 7,000 passengers to sail on her. The vessel was offering trips every half an hour, a trip round the Solent of about 20 minutes. And soon to be surprised by a trip up to P&O's Iona. Now those who've seen our other adventures must know that Iona is one of our favourite ships and was the first ship we ever sailed on. You can see here that Luke's getting really excited. So we took a left out of the boat show and headed towards Iona, where we got up close and personal with her. This was a great vantage point to see her. So after Ocean Terminal we did a U-turn and headed back towards the show and then onward to Mayflower and Horizon terminals. There was a great big car cargo ship in the first berth which can carry up to 6,000 cars. It was just this great big huge block just sat there, and it made the Virtuosa and the Sun Princess really tiny. And in Horizon Terminal, here's the Virtuosa. And if you can spot on the top there, there's a few people waving at us. Hello to you! And we'll soon be sailing on her. From the time of the boat show, it'll only be 3 weeks until we sail to Cork on her. The MSC Virtuosa launched in November 2019. It's got a length of 331 metres. And a maximum capacity of 6,334 and is manned by 1,700 crew. She has a whole host of amenities on board: a water park, many swimming pools and hot tubs, and the largest LED screen at sea. Isn't she a monster? Have you sailed on the MSC Virtuosa? Let us know your experiences in the comments below. So heading towards Mayflower Terminal, we spotted the Sun Princess. This was a brand new ship from Princess Cruises, and she was making her inaugural visit to Southampton this weekend. One for the future cruise list, don't you think, Luke? So we spent the rest of the afternoon browsing around the show. Luke looked at some pre-owned boats, which cost an arm and a leg. I think we need to win the lottery. Just a mere £2.5 million. We discovered the shipyard, which was full of lots of food and drink places. They also had live music, and it was a really nice place just to chill out. We wandered further into the show. With those speed freaks out there, there was a brilliant speedboat section, all the speedboats you could ever want. And then on from there were specialist tents, info on the latest technologies, and various charities like the RNLI. We then stumbled upon a free boat ride. Organised by the Blue Funnel, this was taking guests up and down the Solent. So we decided to jump on for our second boat ride of the day. This was a 20-minute trip down to where we saw Iona earlier and back again. There was a bar and cafe on board, which sold light refreshments and snacks. It was a really spacious boat, which would hold up to 400 passengers. We queued up nice and early so we could get a decent seat, and we chose the back of the boat so we could have uninterrupted panoramic views. And we just spent 20 minutes just taking in the views, really. There were so many different boats on this stretch of water, all having tours at the same time. Check out this speedboat. Give us a wave. We had a great time just taking in some views. It was a really lovely warm day as well. And again, we got to see some really good views of the Virtuosa and the Sun Princess. Check out how many boats are in for the boat show alone. So here's Iona for the second time. We just couldn't get enough of seeing her in port that day. This is when we had a little bit of a brainwave, because we knew she was going to be sailing out about 5:30 and this was around 4 o'clock, so we only had an hour and a half to wait until she sailed. So we decided we were going to hang around, and we weren't really in any rush to get back home. Today marked Iona's last visit to the fjords and Captain Wesley Dunlop's last day with P&O Cruises. He was our first ever captain and our favourite captain. He was absolutely amazing. Today also marked Iona's first sailing to the Canaries this year on a 2-week cruise. So we left the show around 5 o'clock and had a wander down to the ferry terminal where we could get some amazing views of the ship going out. We hung around for about an hour. I think she was a little bit late going out due to waiting for some passengers. But we had an amazing time talking to a few people that were down there, and also the Red Jet came in from the Isle of Wight. It was a really lovely evening for it and still pretty warm. As the evening went on, we saw a lot of the passengers come out on decks to watch the sail away. And before we knew it, she was leaving the berth. Here's a time lapse of her pirouetting in the Solent. Enjoy. See you soon, Iona. And after she'd sailed, we stuck around a little bit to watch the sunset. And then it was time for heading home. We had a fantastic time at the show and would fully recommend a visit.
Thanks for watching.
If you've enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps to grow our channel. See you next time.